Have you ever had a partner pull away the moment you got too close? Or found yourself snapping during sex? Not because of what they did, but because of something brewing inside of you? What if I told you the answer lies in a hot cross bun? Yup. That sweet, innocent Easter treat holds one of the most powerful psychological models for understanding what's really going on in your love life and your sex life. Watch to the end to discover how a simple CBT tool can transform the way you handle desire, connection, and conflict in relationships. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Helene, clinical psychologist and relationships expert. Today, we're diving into the Hot Cross Bun Model, an absolute game changer from Cognitive Behavioural Therapy that will help you to decode what's happening in your body, your mind, and your relationship when sex gets complicated. So let's get into it. What is the Hot Cross Bun Model? Imagine a hot cross bun. Now, instead of raisins, picture 4 quadrants: thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and behaviours, all intersecting and influencing each other. This model is a core part of CBT, Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, designed to help people break down distressing experiences and see how one part affects the whole. In relationships, especially sexual ones, this cross-section can expose the exact mechanism behind emotional spirals, avoidance, or sudden outbursts. Psychologically speaking, it's your emotional GPS. So, let's get started on thoughts, the sexiest killjoy you never noticed. These are your internal monologues. I'm not good enough in bed. They're going to leave me. I always mess this up. These thoughts might seem like background noise, but they're loudspeakers to your nervous system. Studies in CBT show that negative automatic thoughts, NAT, are strongly linked to avoidance behaviours and sexual dissatisfaction. So here's a pro tip. Catch your thoughts in the act. Journaling or using the "what was I thinking just before I felt that way" question can be wildly revealing. Feelings, the emotional undercurrent in the bedroom. Next up, feelings. Let's be clear, emotions are not the enemy, but when they're driven by distorted thinking, they can sabotage intimacy. You might feel anxious, ashamed, resentful, or even numb. If you're constantly questioning your worth or fearing rejection, your emotional state can block you from feeling safe or aroused. Outrageous but true. Sometimes people cry after sex, not because it was bad, but because their emotional system is overloaded. Your nervous system doesn't always know the difference between physical intimacy and emotional vulnerability. It just reacts. Bodily sensations. Your body keeps the score. Now for the juicy part, bodily sensations. If you've ever felt tense, frozen, or jittery during intimacy, welcome to the body side of the hot cross bun. These sensations are often messages from your nervous system, shaped by past experiences, trauma, or even simple stress. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows that anxiety can literally reduce sexual arousal by disrupting blood flow and hormone production. So when someone says, "Relax, baby," they're missing the point. Relaxation isn't a switch, it's the outcome of untangling the bun. Behaviours, what you do when it all collides. And finally, behaviours, how we act in response to the storm inside us. This could be avoiding sex, picking fights before intimacy, going quiet, or overcompensating with performative enthusiasm. In relationships, these behaviours are often misunderstood as rejection or disinterest, but they're usually the tip of a psychological iceberg. Here's a story from my client Sarah. Sarah constantly rejected her partner's advances. He thought she had just lost interest. But when we used the hot cross bun model, it turned out Sarah felt ashamed of her body, thought, which made her feel anxious, feeling, tense up, bodily sensation, and avoid sex, behaviour. Once we mapped it, everything made sense and changed. So, here's the takeaway. You are not crazy, cold, or too much. You're probably stuck in a feedback loop where thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and behaviour keep reinforcing each other, and that's entirely human. Understanding the hot cross bun model gives you the power to pause, zoom out, and ask, what was I thinking? What am I feeling? What's my body doing? And how am I reacting? And best of all, it helps you to communicate that process to your partner, building empathy, trust, and actual intimacy. So, what do you think? Have you ever noticed a hot cross bun moment in your love life? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. And if you want more tools to build conscious, sexy, psychologically rich relationships, visit my website or book a session with me. All of the details are in the description. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more edgy, evidence-based takes on love and sex. Until next time, I'm Dr. Helene, and now you know why I'll never look at a pastry the same way again.